posted the video, and here's what he said. I just offered Democratic Congressmember Ro Khanna's amendment in the Rules Committee demanding a floor vote in Congress on whether Trump's DOJ should release the Epstein files. All but one Republican voted no, so the Republicans killed this issue from even getting a vote in the first place. So all Democratic Congressmember McGovern was asking for is that a vote be taken in front of the full House of Representatives, and the MAGA Republicans block that from happening in the Rules Committee. Now, you know we come with receipts on the MeidasTouch Network, so let me show you the moment where the MAGA Republicans in the House of Representatives block the release of the Epstein list and the Epstein files, and even block the ability for there to be a vote on the release of the files and the Epstein list. Watch this.
So I urge a yes vote on my amendment, and I yield back.
Questions on the amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion chair, the noes have it. The amendment so moved.
Chair, I'm kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Fishbach? No. Mrs. Fishbach, no. Mr. Norman?
Yes.
Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy? Mrs. Houchin? Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy? Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith? Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack?
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern?
Aye.
Mr. McGovern, aye. Ms. Scanlon? Ms. Scanlon, aye. Mr. Neguse?
Yes.
Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Leisure-Fernandez? Ms. Leisure-Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair?
No.
Madam Chair, no.
The clerk will report the total.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
The noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to.
Now, earlier
Today, an amendment demanding the full release of the Epstein files. The Speaker's Rules Committee should demand a vote tomorrow of every member of Congress. Yes, we should release it, or no, we should not. This is a question of whose side are you on? Are you on the side of protecting the rich and the powerful who put their thumb on the scales of government to suck out millions of dollars while working class Americans suffer? Or are you on the side of the people? The Attorney General said on her desk was the Epstein file. And now she's saying, no, 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 nothing to see, don't release it. This is a question of trust. We need to release the Epstein files so we can restore government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And every member of Congress tomorrow should be forced to vote on this.
Now, I showed you before the vote, when you saw the MAGA Republicans vote no to block a full vote before the House of Representatives on the release of the Epstein files. Let me show you specifically what Democratic Congressmember McGovern said before that vote took place. Let's play it.
I move the committee make an order amendment number 50 to H.R. 3633 offered by Representative Khanna, which would require the Attorney General to preserve and release any records related to Jeffrey Epstein. Madam Chair, on February 21st, 2025, President Trump's own Attorney General, Pam Bondi, said on Fox News, the Epstein client list was sitting on her desk, quote, right now to review, end quote. His confirmation hearing that he would do everything, if confirmed, to make sure the American people knew, quote, the full weight of what happened, end quote. Patel, who now leads the FBI, said on the Benny Johnson show that the FBI was hiding the Epstein client list. Donald Trump Jr., the president's own son, tweeted out, and I quote, show us all the Epstein client list right now. Now, forgive me, but suddenly these same people are telling us there's nothing to see here. Trump is posting that we should all just move on. Well, I want to know what the hell is in these files, and is so desperate to sweep this under the rug. But you know what? This also gets at his credibility. This is about trust. Republicans said, trust us, vote for us, and we will release these files. And here we are.
Who pretends not to be MAGA. He's the Congress member from New York who also voted to get rid of Medicaid from his constituents after promising he would never do that. So he went on CNN yesterday and he's like, why are we even talking about Epstein at all? There's no reason that we should be talking about this. This should not be anything the House of Representatives deals with. Here, play this clip.
As I said, if somebody did something, if there's evidence of a crime committed, then prosecute them. In the absence of that, what are we talking about?
You say there's a lot of nonsense. A lot of nonsense from whom? What do you think? Explain to me what you think the nonsense is here.
in the absence of that, what exactly are we looking to do?
Hello, I am the Independent. So what is going on? Lying Pam tells us there is no file. But at the same time Congress votes no on releasing the file that does not exist. So who is lying, and if there is a list, why won't they let it out? Is it because there is Trump all throughout this file? There are photos of Trump with 13, 14-year-old children, and videos of these ladies telling us now what Trump and his fuck buddy did to them as little girls.
I met Donald Trump at some parties I attend that I was working for Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. There was about 3 or 4 times that I had encounters with Donald Trump. I was 13. The first time that and he basically asked if I could come over and give him a hand job. And at first, I wasn't very comfortable with it. This was like my first or second, first party, and I didn't, I didn't think that that was my responsibility. But my recruiter told me that I needed to do it, so I agreed to. And then he, I began to. Sorry, this is a little difficult, but before I gave him a hand job, he kind of slapped my hand away and said, you need to use a glove. And the recruiter ran over and handed me a glove and said, no one touches Mr. Trump's penis without a glove. So, because Donald Trump knew that I was 13, because the first night that I was there, Tiffany actually suggested that she had a whole bunch of different wigs, and I expressed interest in them. I always told her that I would love to walk around with blue hair, and so I tried some on, and there was a blonde wig that she said that looked great on me. So I wore that wig, and Donald Trump had specifically asked about me because I remind him of his daughter, and she said, well, she's 13 as well. Tied to a bed with pantyhose, and he tied him. They were so tight it hurt to even lay there. And I tried to say something, and it was like, he just, shut up, shut up, bitch. This was basically like he was being really, really rough. And I understand. It just didn't seem like a fantasy. And I started to get scared, and he was, basically ripping my clothes off, and I was actually I got freaked out. I told him that I didn't want to do this. I was, I screamed over for Tiffany. She was like, Mr. Trump, she's only, this is scaring her. And he's like, oh, you shut up too. He just turned into this animal. It was like a completely different person. It was like everyone in the room was scared of him, and I was. It was like I couldn't do anything about it, and he ripped off all my clothes, and he started to basically have sex with me, and I was screaming because I'd never had sex before. It was my first time, and Tiffany was yelling at him too. She was saying that I was a virgin, and he told us to just shut the fuck up, and just basically took my virginity while I was crying and telling him to stop, and that's basically begging for him to just stop.
I believe this is one of the reasons among many more